Hello and welcome back to my overview from Orkney of what's going through Shoreham Vehicle Auctions this Thursday. Bread and butter week. We've got Zoe's, Leaf and a few Motability cars and a few over from last week when I was joined by Andrew Till from Zenith. So we've got Model Y, that humongous Audi Q8 with a 114 kilowatt hour battery that didn't sell, that Performance Y, and the beautiful, stunning BMW iX tank. That's going through again as well. What caught my eye this week? Well, a bit of bread and butter. This Zoe rapid charge in a nice red, 21 plate, 19,000 miles. What caught my eye is got for 3 service stamps, last at 12, now showing 19. Nice strong colour. Don't see many this colour on the road. This is of course the 50 kilowatt hour with a rapid charging. Has not got the heat pack, so you've got no switches there for the heated seats. Hasn't got the heat pack. 74%, showing 137 miles on the guessometer. All looking nice. So just looking at the faults, we've got chips and dents and marks. But just to highlight, a reoccurring problem on all Zoe 50 kilowatt hour is the front seat. There you go. They all start crinkling. So you get in this side, this is the driver's seat, they all start tearing and crinkling there. Usually high mileage ones, but surprisingly, this is starting to do it at under 20,000 miles. So if you're looking for a Zoe, check that front seat out. Not the end of the world. The Zoe I had really bad rip there after 115,000 miles. Managed to find a second-hand seat, exactly the same trim, colour, relatively cheap, and pop that in. So it's not the end of the world. You can get replacement seats. If you go to Renault and ask for this cover, it was £700 or £800. It was ridiculous. But I think I got a complete set for about 150. But anyway, it's really easy to get a second-hand one. So that's my top Zoe choice, is that GT line. Get the seat replaced. All the rest are a little bit rough this week. The other one that I did catch my eye was this from Motability. It's the Peugeot E 3008. This is a handsome looking thing, isn't it? You've got to hand it to the French. They do make some very stylish looking cars. Love the bottom on that as well. Black roof going on. I think it looks amazing. The dash, look at that, folks. We've got some illuminated blue highlights that wrap around the dash and into the front door. I think that looks quite premium, doesn't it, for a Peugeot? Cables. Yeah, quite like the look of that. Love the sporty seats going on. What isn't so great, the guessometer, 24%, 39 mile range, and it's a 73 kilowatt hour pack. So it's a quarter full. So what's let's say 40 miles, let's say 440s, that's a 160 mile range from a 73 kilowatt hour pack. That's done a lot of very short, uneconomical runs. I'm sure it must be better than that. I can't believe a 73 kilowatt hour pack gives 160 mile range. That's appallingly bad. But like I said, it might have done lots of short trips and it's just skewed the guessometer on that car. CCS, of course. Yeah, nice looking thing. Let's have a look at the damages. So there's the Type 2 cable. Being a Motability car, we've got scuffs to the alloy wheels, scratch there on the front wing, door edge chips, a sort of scuff car parking door being opened on the car there on the rear wing, scuffs to the front, chips and marks, stone chips, dreaded bird lime. Folks, if you've got a black roof and you've got bird poop on it, wash it off ASAP, as soon as possible, because it will eat into the lacquer and cause that staining that there's no way. You could try and buff it out, compound it out. Believe me, depends on what the birds have been eating, but that will have eaten into the paintwork, into the lacquer. That seat will clean up easily. and then back to the beginning. Michelin tyres at 3 and 4 mil. No undue odours. Boot doesn't close automatically when pressing the button. So again, that will be a warranty issue. Doesn't depend on the service history. It's a mechanical thing that's gone wrong. So take it straight back to Peugeot. It's under 3 years old. That will be fixed free of charge. Cap clean is 23.7. It's not clean. Cap average 22.3. I can see that being around 22 because below average is 21. So I reckon they want about 22 for that. But nice looking thing. With regard to the rest of the cars, like I said, there's a Jeep Avenger going through. Now there was one 2 weeks ago that went through twice from Motability, a black Avenger that was a bit rough. It's not the same car. There was a 24 plate with 16,000 miles that went through 2 weeks ago. That was a grade 4 that sold for 13.2. Let's just have a quick look at this. This is a different car, shot from the same angles, but it's a different reg. I did check. It's got different damage on it. 39 miles at 22%. Stellantis car, not amazing. But some people seem to like the Jeep Avenger. Got a bit more about it over the Vauxhall Mocha. But to be honest, I think I'd have the Peugeot version. No, the Citroën version. Looking at the damages, someone's leant on the switch to change the power modes, the drive modes. Something a bit nasty in the boot. If that's milk, that's going to stink. But again, that can be clean. Type 2 cable. It's been in the wars. Seatbelt dinks, scuffs to the alloys, bonnet chips, nasty near side front dented wing. That will pull out, but you will need to repaint it. You won't need a new wing, it will just repair. Most of it will come out and then be filled and painted. That's nasty as well. So needs a fair amount of paintwork. Again, it's a Motability car. I get a lot of flack for saying this, but a lot of them do come back in this sort of state. Bridgestone and Goodyear tyres all round. Say cap average or cap below is 15,050. Well, the one that was in a similar condition 2 weeks ago with 16,000 miles, this has got 14. Motability let that go at 13,200. So I expect this to be around 13.5. But it might go through a couple of times before they'll take 13.5. So that's a sort of risk you take if you want a car that's really cheap, well below book value. Is you've got to be there week after week to try and snap it up. If that's something you want, to then put through a body shop and then try and get retail money for it. Miles are nice, condition not so brilliant, can all be fixed. So they're my choices for this week. Look forward to seeing you, or you seeing me, on Thursday the 30th of October for a bread and butter week at Shoreham.